Morning guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, doing my early morning walkabout with Joker. I thought I'd kick off the day bright and early since my day started out early, getting messages from over in France from Joaquin. He's got him set up on a flight, Creed. The canine project is our adventure is going to start. So next week we will go to the airport to pick the dog up, and I will keep him for a couple days. And we're going to call this one Know Your Role, right? We were talking about knowing your role yesterday. It's important in that regards. I think I learned this as one of my foster homes. I was in a military foster home where the gentleman was an ex-Vietnam vet, and he was a tank mates out at Camp Roberts, and I kind of got raised around that. And that was also the lady that was I called mom, that was the thoroughbred horse trainer and horse agent and all that over the years that I got to be with them. But I can remember going in and having him bounce a quarter off of our cots because he got a lot of the stuff out of the Vietnam surplus type stuff that he would get because he had the tie-in with the base out there. But we had cots and bunk beds and all that good stuff. Foot lockers. The whole 9 yards. So people a lot of times think I've been in the military and because of the way I act, and it's because of that imprint that I got when I was a child, and that's probably what kept me out of trouble, because I had that moral standing and things as a child being stamped into me from this gentleman. Brings back kind of a lot of warm fuzzy feelings, because that's really what probably saved my ass, to be honest with you. I was right about junior high, going into high school type of age. Right about where you're a rebellious kid, you can get in trouble. But back to Creed. So I'm going to go next week and go pick him up at LAX, and then keep him a couple days until I can hand him off to LASD. And I'm not sure who I'm going to meet, who this is, but I'll take my place and as facilitator, basically, is kind of what I'm looking at in my mind right now, because I'll help get this whole thing, kind of be the linchpin in between everything, which kind of I am. I started it all, so. But I'll go ahead and hand him off to whoever at LASD and shake some hands, get to meet some folks, and kind of just go for the ride and know your role, and just, flow with how it works out, And then the goal is to get the dog back to Missouri afterwards, right? So Joaquin put up the crowdsourcing page, and so that he could get some money in pocket for what he's putting out over there, and that's all well and good. But I'm gonna need a little bit of money and probably have to kind of follow suit on this side to get some help with the rental and all that to get back there. But I'll do that when the time comes, and we'll start talking about it. But I want to let you guys know what's going on every step of the way. So you're going to get to see videos of Creed, because he'll be in my hands. You'll get to meet the dog. You'll get to hear my assessment on his nature and his temperament and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll let you follow along the best we can with doing this, as far as that goes. I don't know how much I can show you and how much I can't. But again, I'll take my place in the scheme of things, and just do things by the numbers and just go with the flow, right? So keep an eye on for these videos coming out with the Canine Creed Project is what we're going to call it. And we did a nice post yesterday, hopefully, on Facebook, that hopefully is received well, and asking for donations. And all we're asking for, guys, is $5–10. I mean, if we got, there's 1,000 of you plus, on my list. If we got each one of you to put in $5, it's very, very little, and we would have what we need to get this done and then some, and that's what we're doing. I mean, he only asked for 2,000 because he's trying to be fair. We're not trying to be greedy. I mean, usually these dogs, if you really look at the overall cost of the animals, come on, Joker. And the projects, you're looking at, $13–15,000. I mean, to get these dogs on the street, I can tell you pretty much. I mean, the dog and officer training and all that, usually about $6,000. You're talking the vehicle's got to get outfitted. All the work that goes into outfitting a canine to get on the street. we can talk about this a little more. In fact, I might even do an interview or maybe talk to somebody enough to get these answers really well, so you guys can understand how much and where the costs are in regards to getting these animals on the street and getting them paired up with an officer in the right format. You know what I mean? The officer's got to have a vehicle. He's got to have a place to house the dogs. Here in LA, I know that they require the officers to have a secure kennel in their backyards or wherever they're at when they come home with a family and all that. There's rules and there's things that cost money that they've got to do to support their canine unit. You know what I mean? So it's a big help. You know, you guys are a godsend if I can get this thing to roll well enough that we actually can achieve our goals and get this done. You know, we're doing it for the least amount of money. I mean, the dogs being donated, the training is being donated, my efforts all being donated. I mean, we're doing everything we can to try to bring down the cost as much as possible, but your help is much appreciated. So I thank you very much. You guys have a good day. We'll probably have another couple of videos coming out, see if I can get one on training today, and see if I don't have anybody to film me, but I might put up my tripod or something. So starting early in the morning at about 38 degrees this morning. Brr, you can see I'm all bundled. It is cold out here. So have a good day, guys. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.